Hi everyone, it's me Giovanni, but I'm pretty sure you already know that millions of times. Um, Originally I was going to talk about something else due to my um due to my irritation and me just being salty and holding a grudge regardless of someone being an absolute jerk and lying to me. But then I saw um I'm just gonna say it. I was like, no, no, I'll put that on hold. I'll put that on hold. I'll put it on hold. It should probably wait. So, so, I'm not sure if anyone knows about this, but basically, so, some, cartoon characters, especially ones in the public domain, are being turned into horror movies. Now, one of the first instances, incidents, I can't say it, um, instances of a cartoon character being turned into a horror movie was Winnie the Pooh. Um, the original story was in public domain, and apparently someone had the bright idea to make Winnie the Pooh into a horror movie, or at least now a horror franchise. Which, okay, I mean, I was fine with it. But the Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, the first movie, was trash. The second, the second film, the sequel, slightly better, and thankfully it had more original costumes instead of the masks being part of already being part of a store, weren't actually original masks made for the movie. But that mask was still creepy in its own way. Still creepy. I don't know how a mask like that even existed. But then again, it wasn't their original movie masks, so they thankfully created new ones for the sequel, which is great. Um, and apparently, Bambi and Peter Pan were going to be made into horror movies, not the same year that Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey was being made and released. So it had to wait. But apparently, Mickey Mouse was also in the public domain. Well, Mickey Mouse as in the original Steamboat Willie version of the character. Apparently, there's been a bunch of Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie horror movies and a horror, analog short, which I actually like it. I feel like it's way better than the actual horror movies. But the closest thing to actually make it about Mickey Mouse as not like a man in a mask sort of slasher, but is Steamboat is um Screamboat. Um that was um well it was from the producers of Terrifier 2 and The Mean One, which um great. That's great, but yeah, the Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie horror movies most people think that they're trash, and even though I wouldn't blame them, Screamboat is thankfully something that's more closer, that feels like the actual Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse instead of just a guy in a Mickey Mouse mask. And one of the Mickey Mouse horror films that also involved Winnie the Pooh for some reason. And yeah, I don't know what was going on with those horror movies, but Screamboat is way much better, but still, people just, I mean, I understand. It's weird for things like this to happen. Anyway, so there was also Peter Pan and Bambi. And apparently not just Disney characters, but characters from Warner Brothers and MGM, like Popeye the Sailor Man. Apparently, there were, I, there were, 3 horror movies involving Popeye the Sailor Man, released quietly. I did not hear about Popeye the Sailor Man being made into a horror movie, or that these films released literally the same year. All 3 of them just released the same time. What? And also, Betty Boop is going to be made into a horror film where I'm actually aware of it. And thankfully it's probably still being put in production. I saw the only image of the Betty Boop character in this like horror film, and it's kind of cursed. It's kind of cursed. I don't know where they're gonna go with it, but I hope they do a good or decent job at it. I'm kind of skeptical because honestly, I just don't care anymore about any of this. I mean, Popeyes, I'm not really that close to the character of Popeye the Sailor Man, and nor would anyone else be, or at least not everyone. But still, I mean, what the hell? So, let me get this straight. Cartoon characters, not just from Disney, but from Warner Brothers, especially if those characters are part of public domain, being made into horror movies. For what? What's the reason? Why? I honestly have no idea. I honestly have no idea why these were even made into horror movies. I mean, I understand about Mickey Mouse and maybe even Winnie the Pooh, Bambi, and Peter Pan, but Popeye and Betty Boop? What? I'm sorry. Yeah, there's no way I would actually watch these movies, but I would just go to Wikipedia and see about the plot and, if they actually involved, Popeye himself, Popeye, and some of the other characters from Popeye's story, including Olive Oyl. Because I love my female characters, including ones that are girlfriends to the main male character. Anyway, But yeah, I'm still a bit confused. Popeye the Slayer Man. Oh, yeah, the character. I am gonna. Yep, just Popeye the Sailor Man. No other characters from the story, and I am gonna check these out. Popeye's. Okay. 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 Oh, it actually involves olive oil. You know what? Great. Thank you. Because this would actually be, like Popeye instead of the other ones that are ironically named with Popeye's name in the title. Twisted Childhood Universe. I need to. You have got to be. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, yeah. Why? No, seriously, why? I mean, at least, duh. I. Really? Really? Pinocchio? Are you. Uh. Sleeping Beauty. Snow White. There's already technically a Snow White horror movie, but, Alice and Mad Hatter. I mean, if it involved. You know what? I'm not gonna ask. Mary. Why? Why? I seriously, what the hell? I have no words. No words. No words at all. Oh my god. They are seriously, like, I, I, I seriously have no words. No words. At all. Anyway, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it or not. Please stay safe. Please. Stay at home. You know the rest. See you in the next video. Bye.